but if I've taught Sunday school classes, I don't necessarily think I do it well.
Yeah.
But I will do it if there's a need, if no one else can do it, like being the secretary. I'm not a secretary, guys. I'll just put that plug in there.
Well, not only is it not help, but it's also, there's no joy in it for the person.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're doing it just to do it. You're right, yeah. And it's a chore. All week long, they got to prepare for this thing, and they don't want to, but they know they have to because nobody else is picking up the slack, right? And that just burdens down a church. Yeah. Yep. All right. Any questions? We'll move on to verse 18. Just practice love, man. Whatever your gift is, do it, and it's a wonderful thing. Remember, all of us in this room are saved. You will stand before the judgment seat of Christ, and what are you going to tell them? Remember, it's over. No excuse. You can't say, "But Lord," too late. It's too late. So just remember that.
I don't think we're going to try to give excuses.
Huh?
I don't think when we stand before Christ, any of us
Probably not.
open our mouths.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, He's going to
We want
review
the
it.
truth. I think we're going to be like sheep before the shepherd. We're going to be dumb. We're just going to sit there and fall on our faces.
Maybe.
Sorry, God.
Yeah. All right, verse 18. Very powerful verse. Verse 18 says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear hath torment, and he that feareth is not made perfect in what? In love." Powerful verse. Great counseling verse. Loving one another proves that God delivers us from fear. This is an excellent verse on fear and how to conquer it.
Well, you need anxiety too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. Yep. First of all, I want us to notice 4 things. Number 1, there is no fear in love. There is no fear in love. Our lives and what we have done are in God's hands. We will rest assured that we can do more for Him if the love of God is strong in us. All right? Therefore, a peace and assurance sweeps over the soul if we truly love God. Perfect love casts out all fear. Do you ever stop to think why these missionaries, and you read the stories of how can they go through such torture and pain and with such courage and boldness? You know why? There's no fear. They realize that the love of God in them is so strong, they fear nothing. They just go where God tells them to do, and they do what God tells them to do, and they don't fret, stew, or worry over it. Why?
If you're afraid, then you're not trusting God.
Yes.
So we have to trust in Him that He's in control.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's
Now-
the type of thing though too, it's the moment you're in.
Oh, I was going to say that. The moment you're in. We can also...
Now we can all say
We
it,
could all say it, yep.
but when you have to go through something like that, that's where the rubber meets the road.
That's where the rubber meets the road, yeah. It's true. Now, I believe everyone in this room loves the Lord with all their heart, soul, and might. But you don't know what circumstance God to put you in. Who knows? You might even deny Him. You don't know that.
Maybe in that pool today, we'll see what happens.
I know. You know?
Peter did, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Peter loved I'm sure Peter loved the Lord with all of his heart. But when a situation came, he denied the Lord 3 times. Isn't that something?
And he was strong.
And he was one of the strong ones.
Yeah, but he denied the Lord because he was not sure of the outcome.
Well, yeah, probably.
You know, he said, if you believe in me, you'll be going to heaven. But he still had to doubt.
Most of them did.
That's right. He still
Yeah,
had
most of them did. But just all I'm saying is that there's no fear in love. So just, you don't know what kind of situation you're going to be into. For instance, if somebody come up to me and say one of my kids and they said, deny the Lord, I'm going to shoot your kid.
Yeah.
You get choice, which one?
Yeah.
Looking like a true Marine.
You know? Oh, it's funny. But you just don't know. And you know what it is? Sometimes it's not the major thing, it's the little thing. See, with Peter, it was nothing major. All the people, hey, you're just one of those disciples, right? No, not me. It's not like they're going to kill him right there on the spot. Another one comes in, oh, you're what? No, not me. It was a little thing. It wasn't a major persecution. All he had to say was, yeah, I'm one of his. That's all he had to say. You know? I preached a message one time on that. My title of my message was, be careful where you warm your hands and whose fire you're around. Because what happened, he got in the mix and he started warming his hands around everybody inside who hated Christ, and he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there. So be careful who you hang around with. Be careful who you adults, sometimes that's no problem, but teenagers especially. They get dragged out into the world because of the wrong friends they hang out with.
Yesterday we were with Jim down on the boat, and we were talking. Jim, what was the scenario we were talking about with Columbine yesterday?
One of the guys that had the rifles came up to a 12-year-old girl and said, deny Christ or I'll shoot you in the face. And she said, no, I won't deny Christ. And he shot her in the face.
He shot her, yeah. Great faith. Yep. I want to meet teenagers to do that today.
Yeah, I know.
You know? Yep. So, listen. If you love Christ with that perfect love, you're not going to fear anything. God will give you the peace and the assurance that He'll erase all fear. All right? Our souls will know no fear, only peace and assurance. And you have the promise of God that if some people react against us and persecute us or even martyr us, God will give us a deep sense of His presence that will flood your soul. That's why if you ever get that book, Fox's Book of Martyrs, you'll see how in the world these believers suffered with a smile on their face. Perfect love. Cast out. They had no fear. God got a hold of them and gave them that perfect peace and assurance that all was well. All was well. You remember 1 Peter 4, verse 13? Turn over there. Look at 1 Peter 4 and verse 14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are what? Okay? For the Spirit of the glory and of God rests upon you. On their part, He is evil spoken of, but on your part, He is glorified. That's our life as believers. Yeah, we are going to suffer the reproach of Christ, but when we do, then according to this verse, we're happy about it. And we'll glory in that persecution because it brings glory to God. Of course, as I said before 100,000 times, we don't know what it's like to suffer in America. We got it made. We have got it made. How many in this room has really suffered for Christ? Well, a little verbal maybe? Maybe you would call the Jesus freak, or, oh, here comes Holy Joe, but we have never been beaten, tortured. never gone, never been thrown out of a house, never,